Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about Twice's Eyes Wide Open album now. For those who are confused, this is not the new Twice album. I am aware a new Twice album dropped today. If you watch this today, I post this. I'm on vacation because I talked about this in my last video. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm on vacation right now. I'm in New York. So I decided, since I can't review the new Twice album because I'm on vacation, I've decided to review an old Twice album that I have strong feelings about. So let's go over how this is going to work. I'm going to run through the track list to give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have a disclaimer before we continue, which is that everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug says, we have to be careful because there's tea in here. Music is subjective, and that is great. Alrighty, now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get started. And first up, we have not only the title track, but also my favorite song on this album, I Can't Stop Me. My god, this is easily, in my opinion, at least Twice's best title. It's definitely my favorite Twice title, and not to spoil it, but I do plan on one day doing like a tier list for JYP like I did for Hybe, and this is definitely gonna be the top tier. Like, not to spoil anything, but absolutely a top tier song. I love it so much. But let's discuss, shall we? Right off the bat, this background music is exceptional. It was composed by Miss Melanie Fontana, who I know ARMY's had beef with at a time, because I remember the beef, it was messy and stupid. I think she did a great job here. Don't get me wrong though, like, the entire song is absolutely giving. The verses are great, the pre-chorus is exceptional, and the bridge is nothing short of iconic. However, all of that pales in comparison to this chorus. Like, this is one of the most perfect pop choruses I've ever heard in my entire life. It manages to just expertly mesh banger pop, like just banger vibes, girl crush. It's everything I could want. It's just wrapped into one. It's one of my favorite choruses ever. It's definitely my favorite Twice chorus, potentially my favorite JYP chorus, one of the greatest things I've ever heard. Also, in case you missed it somehow, whichever Gaio it was, when Jihyo did the ballad version of this song, I know it was the English version and it was only like the first verse, I don't care. I think about that moment all the time. It was absolute queen behavior. It has lived in my head rent-free since it happened. It gets extra credit. Like, I think about that stage all the time. I did watch it when I was taking these notes, and frankly, it still hits. Moving on, our next song is going to be Heaven in Hell, and she slaps. It's a great song. I will not deny, it definitely does pale in comparison to I Can't Stop Me, but also any song would pale in comparison to I Can't Stop Me, but these two songs are different enough. Like, they don't have the same vibes, so they're separate enough entities that I feel like they don't hurt each other too much. Like, I Can't Stop Me is not too overpowering, even though it is still definitely overpowering. As for this song, though, I already said it's great. I really like it. I especially like how the background music shifts going into the chorus. And speaking of the chorus, it's also really good. It has these dark, creepy vibes. It could just be me hallucinating because I have been told before by the bestie that I see the dark, creepy vibes in places they don't exist. But, like, I get the vibes, and I'm the only one who matters, at least in terms of this channel. In short, this is a great song. I really like it. And it also gets extra credit by managing to follow such an iconic song without being completely overshadowed. We have reached our first member-written song, which is Up No More, and it's another good one. I like it. I will not deny, it is very much just a classic pop song. It's very standard. There's nothing really super unique about it, but I'm a basic pop girly. I like basic pop. I especially like basic pop from Twice. I think when Twice does basic pop songs, they're at their best, so I'm definitely not going to complain about it here. As for the song itself, I've already said, but I like it. I think the verses are solid and the pre-chorus is quite good. However, by far, at least if you ask me, the shining moment of this song is the chorus. It's almost, hear me out, it has a sort of Girls' Generation essence to it. I described it in my notes as modernized Girls' Generation, and I stand by that. And frankly, it is exceptional, so I'm so here for it. Next song, Do What We Like. Hear me out, okay? I know this song is years old, and that Lizzo's album just came out last year, but I was getting the visions of Birthday Girl in this chorus, at least in the first half. I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. I really like that Lizzo song, but, like, I was getting the vibes and I never noticed until now, and I wanted to share. That said, the rest of the song I also really like. It's giving this, like, a dance pop club banger vibes, and I'm here for it. I don't really have a ton to say beyond that, though. I just jam every time I listen to it. Our next song is Miss Bring It Back. And I have to be honest, can we have honesty time again? I've never been able to be the biggest fan of this song. It's not that I don't like it. I don't have any like deep-seated issues with it. I've just never been able to get all that into it. And I think it's the chorus's fault because I don't really like the background music for the chorus. But as a whole, like, it's not a bad song. It's really just not for me. Moving on, next up is Believer. And this is another one I've never really loved. It's just, I've already said this, but I love pop from Twice. I think Twice is at their best when they're doing basically generic pop songs. I think that is Twice's perfect sound. This is a lot more toned down, it's a lot more chill, and I just don't like it as much. That said, I can definitely vibe to this song if I'm in the right mood. Like, if I'm in the mood to listen to this, I will enjoy it. It's just, I'm very rarely in that mood, and when I am in that mood, I have other songs I like to listen to more, like not even Twice songs, just other songs in general. And if I want to listen to Twice, I prefer to listen to Twice's pop. Anyway, next is Queen, and we are continuing the trend of me not really loving the middle of this album, if we're being honest, because I don't really love this song either. Once again, it is the chorus's fault, and whilst as an honest stan, I am normally totally here for horns in your background music. I think horns are fully underutilized in K-pop. This song didn't need them. I don't really like them here. I don't think they hit the way that whoever composed this thought they did, and I'd prefer they weren't there. Next song, Go Hard. This is more basic pop, and as we've established, I really like basic pop from Twice, so I was into this. The main thing I want to talk about here is the chorus. This chorus has demonic effects on me. There is a demon that exists that wrote this chorus entirely to affect me, because logically speaking, I should hate this chorus. It has a lot of things I don't like. However, I not only don't hate it, I adore it. Like, I will shake my ass to this chorus and have the time of my life, and I truly cannot explain or fathom it. I do enjoy the rest of the song for what it's worth, but like, I really just wanted to talk about the demonic energies that this chorus has on me. We have officially reached my least favorite song on this album, which is Shot Clock. This is an easy one to explain why I don't like, and for those who know me and know this song, it shouldn't be a leap, but like, it's too loud. I think it's too loud. The verses are fine, although the chorus definitely does just destroy any chance of me liking this song. There is some hope for what it's worth. Like, if the chorus didn't end with Twice shouting, then there was a chance, but like, once you throw the shouting in there on top of the background music just being too loud, I can't do it. That said, there are some parts of the song that I do actually really like. I think the pre-chorus is excellent, and other than the rap, I do enjoy the bridge. However, just as a whole, I don't like this song all that much, and I never listen to it because I'm not really the biggest Twice stan anyway. Like, there are groups out there where I don't love certain songs, but I will still listen to them if I'm listening to their entire discography. I don't do a Twice listen through all that often, so I never really hear this song. Moving on, next up is Handle It. And while I am aware, I literally in this very video said I don't normally like toned down Twice songs, this is an exception for one key reason that should be a surprise to absolutely no one who's a somewhat consistent viewer of this channel, but I'm weak for a guitar, and the guitar here is really good. Like, yes, I know. This song is nothing special. There's better songs out there. There's better chill guitar songs out there. I can't hate a song with a nice guitar in it. It just, my spirit won't let me do it. It saves the song for me. We have reached the final member-written song, which is Depend on You. And I love this song. It's so bright, and while it is on the chiller side, it manages to still hit. It perfectly walks that banger pop vibe, and on top of all of that, the vocals in the song are absolutely gorgeous. Next, we have Say Something, and this song, I'm making another Lizzo comparison. Again, I know this song came out first, but this intro is giving About Damn Time vibes, and I don't know what to tell you, the vibes are there. But as for the song itself, it's fine. It's another one of the B-sides I don't really adore, but like, I don't dislike it. It's kind of just there, but on an album this long, that's not really ideal. We have finally made it to the final song on this album, and last but not least is Behind the Mask. And I need to rant for a minute, okay? I don't know if I forgot that it was a thing, or if I just never knew, but for those who don't know, this song was written by Hayes, which in and of itself is a bit strange, but like, not out there. Hayes has written for other artists before and does have a relationship, at least to a certain extent, with JYP. I'm pretty sure they have a collab together. But not only was it written by Hayes, that's not the weird part to me. The weird part is the music for this song is partially done by Dua Lipa, like levitating Dua Lipa, like mega pop star allegedly dating Jack Harlow, Dua Lipa. And the combination of like lyrics by Hayes, music by Dua Lipa made my brain explode. Anyway, now that we've gotten over the fever dream energies of written by Haze, composed by Dua Lipa, we can actually talk about the song now, and I actually think it's pretty good. It's one of the better B-sides on this album, at least if you ask me. The verses are solid, the bridge is nice, but the pre-chorus is definitely my favorite part. Like, it is a full-blown moment of a pre-chorus. It is potentially not the best on this album, but I would say, like, top 3. On top of that, it's also an excellent closer. I do not have the energy to try and dissect what it is about this song that makes it a perfect closer, but it does have final song energies, and we know I love a good closer, so it does get extra credit for that. Alright, score time. Overall, I'm going to give this album an 8.4 out of 10. Now, I know I've actually been pretty positive about this album. Yes, I don't love a lot of the B-sides, but my core issue isn't that. It's that this album is too damn long. This is an issue with every Twice full I Am Aware. Twice has surprisingly long full albums for some reason. But, like, for context, your average K-pop full is usually 30 to 35 minutes. This album, which is Twice's shortest full, by the way, is a full 45 minutes. And it doesn't help that a lot of the songs have filler vibes. Like, that just makes it less ideal. It almost feels like they wrote the entire album, like they prepared for the repackage, only they decided, you know what? Screw the repackage, we'll give them, like, the 45 minutes of album now, and then we'll still have a repackage. That said, there's only one song on this album I would consider even remotely bad. Like, most of them are fine. It's just, it's too long. However, it is still a pretty good album, so yeah, 8.4 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to, or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @s_albumreviews. I'll link that in the description, along with every other Twice review that I have done, so you can check all those out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!